now we've got the first matchup. Slime Line versus Hazy. I think that Slime Line, it's a photo finish. We'll check. Well, from the get-go, we sense an interesting result. A Slime Line knocked out Hazy. It's a triathlon. Speed, accuracy, and then you have to make it through the underwater sector. Matchup 2, Thunder versus Rojo Quattro. A good win for Thunder. So, no two upsets in two matches. Rojo Quattro is known to be the worst marble in existence. To hope that this marble can prove them wrong. Yes, Thunder kept the win. Now we have Fiery versus Bonbon. Oh, it's Bonbon dominating. Let's watch the footage to see what exactly happened to Fiery. That just does not look clean. Yeah, Fiery just struggled in that third on that red piece. Now we have Meepo versus Glace. Glace is getting a decent lead. Glace is gonna beat Meepo. Flying Glaciers beat the Cobalt, and I guess you can call that an upset. I certainly would not have expected it. Anyways, Glace is moving on. Now we've got Bingo versus Minty Flav. Minty Flav getting a decent edge. Oh, and it doesn't even look like Indy's gonna finish. They did not do the accuracy part. But Minty Flav keeps the win. Now I've got Honey's new uniform versus Fast Froggo. Honey is gonna miss just as well as in Bingo, so they're gonna realign the track just slightly. Honey almost made it in, and then they would have given Fast Froggo a good challenge, but living up to their, I guess, their aquatic scene name, Fast Froggo wins. Now, 7th matchup of round 1, we've got Rizzy versus Squirt. Squirt just edges out Rizzy. They both are able to make it in. Track got slightly realigned. Rizzy barely made it into the water, but by that time, Squirt setting the track since it's theirs. They figured out how to get the edge, and they take the win. Okay, so the Turtle Sliders introduced a color changer, and now the green track looks yellow and vice versa. Anyways, we've got we've got Aurora of Sunrise versus Momo of Team Momo. Sunrise! Oh, did they keep the win? We're gonna have to double check. I think Sunrise just kept it, but you see Momo's lunge at the end. Now, we've got Bingo versus Fiery in the bottom half. By the way, Momo, according to our judge, was able to out Sunrise at the last to out Aurora at the last second. Now let's see how this match goes. I think that's a win for Fiery. We're gonna have to double check again. So Fiery was able to keep the win just barely. Then we've got Rojo Quattro versus Honey. It looks like that was Rojo Quattro. They'll double check. So according to the judge, Rojo Quattro kept the win. Now we've got Meepo facing off against Rizzy. Meepo quicker off the gate. Rizzy nearly stalls out, and the win goes to Meepo. Cobalt showing their experience there. Oh, by the way, we're very sorry. That was not Meepo's. Anyways, we've got Hazy versus Aurora. Hazy slower off the gate. We're going to check that turn since there's a bunch of problems in the opening ceremony. And now you have Aurora beating Hazy in relatively big time, considering the photo finishes we've gotten. Now we've got Honey versus Rizzy to avoid going to the 15th place match. Ooh, Honey better off the line. They dominate to win. From the start, it just looked better. Honey goes to a chance where they can get a maximum of 3 points, which is better than a chance at getting 0. Now Bingo versus Hazy. Hazy gets stuck. That lane's definitely going to need to take a check. Because Bingo wins. Now we've got Hazy versus Rizzy. Battle to avoid last place. The defending champions are here. They do edge in front of Rizzy, and they take the win. But 15th place for the defending champions. It's not really good. What's even worse is the Raspberry Racers. You would expect a team that's won marble and you would expect them to start better, but definitely not here. Now we have Bingo versus Honey. Yeah, it's gonna be Bingo. And you know, Honey just barely. Now we have Fiery versus Rojo Quattro. Oh, Fiery had a good lead, but they fall off, and the win goes to Rojo Quattro. It's a triathlon, not a speed event only. So who's going to join Rojo Quattro? Is it going to be Aurora or Gnome? Oh, Aurora, I think they came back against Gnome in the second sector. I think they held on the third. We'll double check. It's a good way to come back. Crossed over against Gnome. Newer to marble racing. That's good by Aurora. Now we have Fiery and Gnome fighting for 11th place. 5 solid points. And once again, Gnome seems to lose out. They go too much to the center. They need to, what I would recommend to Gnome is they need to stick with their line. If they are here, they need to go here. They don't need to cross over and go to the middle. And it seems like it costed them again against Fiery. And yes, after double checking the footage with our judge, yes, Gnome did not come back despite having enough speed to do so. See, that's why the accuracy is part of the triathlon. Who's going to get 9s, Rojo Quattro or Aurora? Oh, Rojo Quattro dominates that. Aurora never had a chance out of the gate, and Rojo Quattro takes 9th place. Now we have Slime Lime and Minty Flav in the first matchup of the top half in this event. Neck and neck, but Limers pull out the win. And once again, the upset, the Limers beat the winner of the qualifiers and the 8th place team, the Marbly. That's pretty good. Now we've got Thunder versus Glace. Oh, and it's Glace, and what's this group of Klein Glacier spin on the track? Oh, Polar Bear. I'm supposed to be the security guard. Okay, well, that's a good Klein Glacier spin, but how about we don't go on the track next time? It seems to have helped the Klein Glaciers. They pulled off the win against the Thunderbolts. You saw it would maybe live up to their aquatic themed name. Now we've got Mo versus Fast Froggo. It's Fast Froggo in the lead. They live up to, I guess, their name. Once again, they take the win, and Animal Alliance is getting a top 4D in their debut event. That's really good. And unless up to Chocolatiers win, they're going to be the highest team that was not here last year. We've got Squirt now versus Bon Bon. Bon Bon takes the win. Squirt it's not going to get a medal for the host team in the first event, but it did outdo where the Hazers were after trying to measure themselves against that, so good job by them. We've got Captain Thunder versus Captain Minty Fleet. Thunderbolts versus Minty Maniacs. This is going to be interesting. Minty Maniacs are going to take the win. They'll be advancing to the 5th place match. Thunderbolts fall to the 7th or 8th place spot. It'll depend on who they will face, which would either be Squirt or Mo. Now we have Mo versus Squirt. With Mo, I think it went to Squirt at the end though. They made a lunge in the second sector. They come to the water. They don't blow it away, and I think Squirt advanced. We need to check in with the judge though. So after a ruling from the judge, Mo got it, not Squirt. So Squirt will have to go on and face Thunder. Oh, Squirt misses, fell off the top side, so Thunder's going to take 7th. That would have been a really good matchup, but Squirt could not do the accuracy. So we got a battle for 5th. Mo versus Minty Flav. Minty Flav starts off better, is going to hold off that late charge that could have came from Mo. Then we've got Glace versus Slime Lime. And it's gonna be Slime Lime. Just so much smoother. Throughout the second part of the first one, like across that yellow turn, you saw no stutter, near perfection by Slime Lime. So the Slimers are gonna be in the top 2, and they didn't even get a medal last year. The season is already too crazy. I guess that's what happens when you have the Turtle Slayers hosting and you have a water event. I'm glad the Oceanics are not here-ish. Who will be joining them, though? We've got a little bit of a rivalry between these two teams. I totally did not move the matches so it would end up like this. Animal Alliance fans have switched to the Chocolatiers, and then vice versa. Fast Froggo and Bon Bon are going to take it out on each other here. And I think Bon Bon might have gotten it. We're going to have... So after looking at the replay by probably one, I don't know, I don't have a timer, but by approximately 1/100th of a second, the win went to Fast Froggo. So if Bon Bon wants a belt, they have to fight for it against Glace. Get that medal! Yes, they hold off their late charge. Great defense into the diving sector. They hold off Glace. So your bronze medalists are Chocolatiers. Choose which team you think is going to win. We have the main team, who have starred throughout this event, versus the rookie team that has also starred throughout this event. Who is supposed to win? Slime Lime of the Limers or Fast Froggo of Animal Alliance? Well, let's find out. I have no idea. It's gonna be Animal Alliance. Their first ever event, a gold medal. In their first ever event, they got the best spot there is. Wow. I'm shocked. They beat so many teams. Started off, they beat the Phoenix Firepower. Next up, they went and they beat not the Turtle Slayers. They beat Team Momo. Went up in the semifinals and they nearly beat the Chocolatiers, and now they fend off that last charge that could have been a win, and they beat Slime Lime for the gold medal. That is impressive. Here are your current standings after one event. Animal Alliance, Limers, Chocolatiers. None of these three teams really did much last year. Two of them were not even in the Marble League. Then you have the Limers. That is impressive. Those are your three teams. While your top three teams, 7th place by the Thunderbolts, 14th by the Bumblebees, and 15th by the Hazers. Not very good. Didn't you have your mid-back finishers from last year, like Minty Maniacs? Guess a little bit of Team Momo, 5th and 6th. And then like 9th with Flying Glaciers and 10th place Indigo Stars. Well, they're only in 13th. Just a brief analysis of the teams that were there last year. And these are very interesting standings considering what went on. Here we are going to work our way up the order to 3rd place. Chocolatiers with Bon Bon. 2nd place, Slime Lime of the Limers. And your winner, Fast Froggo with Animal Alliance. Now that was an impressive run they had. Thank these athletes for competing, and thank you for watching. I'm Cole, just checking out.